existence. Might as well not take fear off the table.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die.
I think everyone's a little scared of what's next. Live or die. Live or die.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down 6 feet, 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. I see you from across the room. I thought I wouldn't feel a thing. I think it's getting colder now. I wanna get close to you. I swear that we've been here before. I guess you didn't notice me, but you do now. Oh, you do now. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? 'Cause I've been standing here. Oh, I've been standing here. What are you waiting for?
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. This should be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now Rodgers. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and a yard. Now runs straight ahead to Warren. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Steeler first down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a couple. A handoff for Warren. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. On the give, it's Warren. Down right around the 25. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the run, it's Warren. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Warren. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf from 10 yards out. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Yeah. Really, I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink you got to chip. I'm on my little nose drip.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Here we go, here we go. Stop. 180. 180, stop. Stop.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Let's get set. 180. Right, stop.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right, stop.
Running right, here's Brown. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
180. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10.
Gun. Stop. Big 13. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
11, mighty. 11. Here we go. 180. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 2. Now a run with Warren. And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The Bengal pressure gets him out of time. Down he goes. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
How about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got this down to the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run it. Warren. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's a second down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. In motion comes the tight end left. Now it's Rodgers. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin, a 24-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Here's second and 10. Burrow will throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick.
Here we go. 180. 180 hot. Hot.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On one, ready?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. 180. 180 hot. Stop.
Here's Burrow. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10.
Again, it's Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On 2, ready?
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, can.
Play action. It's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go. 12.
Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Gun. Stop. Can. Stop.
Burrow on play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Shamar Stewart just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Third down and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Jones on the return. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's now second and
Trying to get
10
something
at the
positive to
25
happen here
yard line.
before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. 180.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff from Pittsburgh.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Touchdown, Bengals. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
Here we go, here we go.
Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Snap comes at 1. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Woods the receiver, in motion left. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, 626. Hey, 626.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
At the 43-yard line.
Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here we go. Ready? Lights up. Stop.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Open man downfield as Chase has got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
But Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
Here we go, here we go.
Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Lights up. Stop.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
On play action, now Rodgers. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now, they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Warren. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Third and 9 here. In motion goes the tight end. To throw, it's Rodgers. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Austin is there and brings in another one. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing is Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 180. Right up.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. This is Brown going up the middle. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Gun. Cut. 180. Right up.
Now it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
180. Right up.
Now Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Big 13.
Here's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2.
Here we go. The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Steelers 27, Bengals 22.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running from the gun, Johnson. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Second down and 3.
Box it, Green 18.
Now a handoff up the middle. Warren. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Right back to him on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Up the middle they go. Warren. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's caught. It's Austin left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth.
58!
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
58!
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
On 1, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right 80. Right cut. Stop.
Burrow on play action. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Here we go. 180. 180 shot. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And this one is incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Right touch. Stop.
To throw, Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but the he'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here now, 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, can. Back.
Throwing, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Here we go. 1st and goal.
Get set. Stop.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Stop. Big 13. Stop.
The first carry for Samaje Perine. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, and they'll have to throw it anyway.
Here we go. Right, 80. Stop.
Burrow. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Here we go.
Eagles will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here we go with Burrow. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Get set. 180. Stop.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Gun.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking.